Let's bring in Republican Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy now. Senator, glad to have you on the program. I know you just were briefed by the FBI. What can you add to what we already know? There was a public update where we learned the FBI believes this driver acted alone, has no outstanding suspects at this time, no link between the New Orleans and the Las Vegas attacks at this time. They've received 400 tips. A suspect posted videos online Tuesday night claiming he joined ISIS before the summer and provided a will and testament. But indeed, they said 100% that this person was inspired by ISIS. What more did you learn in that briefing?
Well, first, they emphasized that. And there had been, first, they emphasized that he acted alone. There were those coolers with the IEDs. And initially, we've been told that there are videos of people handling those. It turns out that the, how to put this, the FBI guy giving the briefing goes, people walked by and they picked it up, perhaps looking for alcohol. I'm not sure that I think he was prejudging people at 3 a.m. on Bourbon Street. But then they put it down and kept going. And so point being that this terrorist put out the IEDs as well. That was the one that was kind of in question. They seem to have traced it, and I just emphasize that because I'm going to the football game just in a little bit. As we go to that Sugar Bowl today, people were concerned there may be others out there. There are no others out there as best can be determined. He acted by himself. Okay,
so let me ask you about that because it seems that there are reports of dropping ticket prices, potentially a lot of empty seats. Some folks just say it's too soon. You're going to the game. Should other people feel safe, Senator?
Absolutely. By the way, terrorists win if they intimidate us. They don't kill somebody in a small town that no one's heard of. They go to a place where there's national, international media attention, and they attempt to do something that attracts attention to strike fear in our heart. Americans don't live fearfully. Now, there's going to be so much security out there. It's going to be incredible. So on the one hand, you can just say, my gosh, you've got so many National Guard, police officers, FBI, federal agents. That would make you secure. They've locked down the Superdome from way before the event happened. But more than that, we cannot allow them to intimidate us, Sandra. If we do, they win. We must win.
Our hearts break for this happening in that city that we all love, and our hearts break for these victims, their families, so many young folks, lives taken so soon, Senator. Just horrific. I do believe that there was, I spoke to a victim earlier. I say victim, he was a witness, but dramatically affected by what he saw yesterday morning in the early hours of New Year's Day. He joined me earlier today, and his words were extremely powerful when I asked him for his message.
I don't want people to think that you can't live your life and can't have fun. And someone told me, if you live life like that, then we're letting the terrorists win, you know? We're feeding into the terror, like being scared to go out. That's their end game, is to create terror and panic and fear. So I want to live my life and be happy. So I'm not upset that I went out, but I'm upset that this kind of stuff happens. I just want everyone to know to love your loved ones, have a good time, and don't be scared to live your life. But at the same time, check on your loved ones and just hold them close, because you never know when can be your last day.
Just wanted to get your thoughts and reaction to that. As I do note, live on the screen right now, we are told via an update just a moment ago that Bourbon Street is being reopened right now, as promised, just a couple hours before kickoff for the Sugar Bowl. They're going to be reopening the streets, although I don't see a direct connection to what we're seeing on the screen right now, Senator, but just your thoughts broadly as we all watch what is happening there and feel for all these folks.
I totally agree with what the young man said. And by the way, it gives more power that he was actually there.
Yeah.
We can't live our lives fearfully. And I'm glad they're reopening Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street is a place of congregation. It's a place of enjoyment. It's a place where people kind of live freely. Now, we can be in a society where every 10 steps you're checked. We don't want that. Unfortunately, when you don't have that, you sometimes have a terrorist event. But we would, in our country, live freely as opposed to live in fear. And that's our challenge. Let's live freely.
Okay. We're going to keep monitoring this, and it's obviously another big weekend, not just because of the football game, but it's another holiday weekend here, and that is typically a very busy area of New Orleans. Still very few people on the streets, but looks like numbers are getting up there. Thank you very much, Senator. Appreciate you coming on the program, and
Thanks, Sandra.
keep us posted on the game. All right.
Will do.